In Tamil, there's been a film called Kochadaiiyaan. Have you ever watched the Rajini sir's
Rajini
film?
sir's. Kochadaiiyaan was a very, very good attempt at its time when Rajini sir with his daughter directing it. But technology has changed. That time people used to think animation means cartoon.
Pogo.
Pogo, yeah, they think animation is for children. But now that attitude has changed. Why? Because young, Gen Z. So that is why, and we are also, our style is also very realistic. It's not cartoony, it's not very toony. We've kept it realistic so that people can relate to it as a normal big drama, action, larger than life film that they can experience.
If you don't watch, please try once at a time that Narasimha Vijaykanth sir film. It's a big success in Tamil. Okay, sure. Famous dialogue that சாதாரண மனுஷனுக்கு தொட்டாதான் கரண்ட் ஷாக் அடிக்கும்.
என்ன தொட்டா கரண்ட்க்கே ஷாக் அடிக்கும்.
Chennai Silk Saree Sale. Latest collections at unbelievable prices. Up to 50% offer or branded gifts. Srinagar, Velachery, Cropate and Thiruvallur.
Summer holidays vandachu. Namma GT Holidays vandachu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
How are you?
Fantastic.
In Tamil, there's been a film called Kochadaiiyaan. Have you ever watched the Rajini sir's film? Here we didn't celebrate that much. Okay. So coming back to here, the animation film, what thing that gives you that strength to build this one?
See, Kochadaiiyaan was a very, very good attempt at its time when Rajini sir with his daughter directing it, Ashwini. But technology has changed now. Right, the openness to receiving this kind of content has also changed. Right, that time people used to think animation means cartoon. Pogo, yeah, they think animation is for children.
Okay.
They did not think of animation as a family content. But now that attitude has changed. Why? Because young, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they are consuming so much animation. For them, it is very normal to have a story in animation, right? So that is why, and we are also, our style is also very realistic. It's not cartoony, it's not very toony. We've kept it realistic so that people can relate to it as a normal big drama, action, larger than life film that they can experience.
Okay.
So that is the reason I feel that we have confidence. Plus, more importantly, Narasimha Swami is here. He is the Swami of our land. And he's revered, he's loved, he's preyed upon, he's the Ishta for so many people. So putting all these factors together, I think the Bharatiya audience is ready to receive their old heritage and culture back and see him on the big screen.
Have you ever watched Narasimha Tamil film?
The Bhakt Prahlada film?
No. Narasimha, Vijaykanth sir.
Vijaykanth, oh, that's very old.
Yes, very old film you have watched. So people will connect to that film.
Most definitely, yes.
It's a big hit.
Yes. What Bahubali did for us, it did for them that in those times.
Yes,
and it is important you bring this up. Very nice. See, it's all our homage to all the films that people have tried to bring these kind of films before.
Okay.
Right? We pay homage and we love because they have inspired us. But for the past 20-30 years, it's been a drought.
Okay.
Right? We only trying to bring back that culture into the big scale cinemas, pan India.
Okay.
Right? So yes, we love those films. All the attempts, not just Narasimha Swami film, that one, but even there's so many Bhakt Prahlada name films. Every 20-30 years, from 40s to about 80s, you will see this film has been attempted.
Okay. If you don't watch, please try once at a time that Narasimha Vijaykanth sir film. It's a big success in Tamil. Okay.
Sure.
There's a favorite dialogue. It's my favorite dialogue and a famous dialogue that சாதாரண மனுஷனுக்கு தொட்டாதான் கரண்ட் ஷாக் அடிக்கும். நரசிம்மாவை தொட்டா கரண்ட்டுக்கே ஷாக் அடிக்கும். You understand the line?
The idea, yes.
Okay. If a normal people touch the current will affect them.
Yeah.
But for not Narasimha. If Narasimha touch the current
will get affected.
Okay. So this is a famous dialogue here.
Fantastic.
So I wish you watch the film and you will enjoy it. And Mahavatar Narasimha.
Correct.
So it's a fantasy, it's an animation film. It's been a long time we watched an animation film in India also.
Correct.
But in Tamil, it's been a very long time we have watched an animation film. So it's thus an idea to bring an animation film. It's a big drought, no?
Yes. And it's very unfortunate. And I feel so because India and in the Bharatvarsha, if you look at it, we have maximum number of films produced every year. Right? And when you look at all the international Hollywood and DC, Marvel films, even animation, a lot of names in the end credits are Indians only.
Yes.
Right? But it's unfortunate that our own Indian animation industry is not as established as if you look at Japan, manga and anime, if you look at Korea, or if you look at China, where you have Neja to doing multi-billion revenue, right? So it is unfortunate that we don't have it, but we have to change it.
Okay.
Right? It has to start somewhere, and Mahavatar Narasimha is a step towards that direction.
Okay.
And I hope we will be able to do that.
Here coming to Tamil, you think that these people will connect to the film?
Yes, why not? Because ultimately, when we talk about faith, faith is a universal subject, right? Everybody has dwelt with faith. Everybody's faith gets challenged. These are age-old stories from universe. These are not stories that are concocted. That is why, for me, it is not mythology. It is Puranic. Puranic means itihas, which is eternal, right? So when you have the eternal emotion, like love is an eternal emotion, faith is also an eternal emotion. Okay. You read any text in the world, any religion, it talks about faith being the center. When you have your faith, right, then faith always gets tested. But how you keep your faith, that is the hero story. And that is Bhakt Prahlada, where Bhagwan Narasimha takes that form, that shape, to protect that faith. And also for Bhakt Prahlada, he is very compassionate. But for Hiranyakashipu Asura, he is very angry.
Okay.
That is the reason.
What is more challenging to build a film like this?
Research work on level 1 is because a lot of stories, lores, folklores, apart from the Shastric studies, and are already existing.
Okay.
And he is the Ishta for so many people, right? So keeping all those factors in mind and making a cinematic universe out of it, making it modern for relatable for the new generation and the old generation, that is the creative challenge that we face. The technical challenge that we face is basically, of course, Narasimha Swami having 8 arms, fighting with 8 arms, producing a never seen before climax on the Indian screen before, right? So that people can experience that cosmic battle, cosmic fights. That these are not like a street fight. These are like huge fights. It's like an antagonist of the entire universe. Hiranyakashipu is not like antagonist, simple antagonist, right? And so that to kill that antagonist, you have a rage form of the Lord, and to show that magmat scale, that is what was technically most challenging. And of course, having Prahlad Maharaj having that emotion, it's not just because it is digital at the end of the day. But eyes have to move, the soul has to be there. So trying to capture all those nuances becomes challenge. And the last challenge, of course, has been the finances. It's not easy to be able to finance such a huge project. And Shilpa, she's been there from the start of the project, standing till now, financing each and every bit, arranging through difficult times. Because nobody had the vision and the courage when you pitch this to somebody like a normal way. Nobody will understand something like this can be done. So you just have to do it. So have somebody back you up all the way as producers. Then later on, Apar Group came as the producers, and then Hombale Films has joined hands with us for all the Mahavatar series. And then, of course, we have a wonderful Think Studios distributing it here and this line. To have all this happen can only happen in one way, is to do it with madness. There's no other way. And for people to believe in that madness is even more madness.
While talking, you said that all the Mahavatar series means, so you will bring some series?
Definitely, yes. It's a series of meta mixed media experiences that we are bringing. For the next 12 years, these are 7 films that will cover all the Dasha avatars. But not just in animated feature films, we are also having games that we are producing, and also comics that we are going to be bringing out. And let's say.
Since you're talking about the research work, the before interview I've seen that you have researched for 6 years before the film.
Yes.
You can easily do another film which is a bit easy, or like the same scale with the real stars. But why particularly doing like this?
Animation?
Yeah.
See, animation gives me the freedom to express. Something fantastical like this needs that exaggeration, right? So it's not easy to do it in real life because, of course, there are a lot of there are advantages. I'm not denying that, but there are technical challenges also, where you see wire work, you see this larger than life action. When you lose the physics and you feel it is fake, then you don't get immersed in it. But in animation, you don't have to think it is true or fake because you know it is all digitally. From the get-go, you are immersed in it. Once you're immersed in it, then you are looking at the story. And once you start relating with it from heart, then you understand what the world to be. Right? That is the power, beauty of animation.
Okay. Since the animation film is for kids and for children, this film the kids can come on.
Most definitely, but this is not only for children.
Okay.
This is for family.
Because they have seen a trailer that there are more of violence. Even in the poster also there's a bloodshed.
Correct.
So can kids can enjoy?
Most definitely. We have a certification of UA. That means children with parents. Right?
Okay.
See, today kids are exposed to more violence definitely than this film. They are watching and playing games and things that are way more violent. Violence you cannot escape from life. You have to understand. But there is rightful violence and there is unrightful violence. We have to understand that. This is what this film teaches you.
Okay.
Right? Yes, for children, we want the parents, of course, to be there. Not just because it is UA, but also because you know about this story.
I've read somewhere. Yeah.
Somewhere it came to you, no? From family, parents, television, film. So it's time we bring this story to our next generation.
Okay.
Right. So that is why they have to see it together.
Okay. And since this is an regional and this is an like religious film. It's a religious film.
Definitely. It has its roots in the dharmic content, the leelas of this land, which is obviously shooting out so many religion things that we touch upon. Yeah.
Okay, we are unity in diversity.
Correct.
We have lot of practices here.
Correct.
There are so many religions, so many spiritual people will come to the film. So since this is a particular region film, will they connect?
Most definitely. Why? In fact, not just even for this religion, for any religion, they must connect. Because there are some universal themes and then there are some subjective themes.
Okay.
We deal in both in this film. Narasimha Swami is prayed and loved in very different ways from north to the south. Right? If you go to Badrinath, Sri Badrinath Dham, he is there, but he is revered in a different way. If you go to the Uttarakhand region, he is a deity that they invoke in Jagar Pratha, right? If you come to south, he is the tribal lord for so many places over here, and so many covils and temples you see, right? And people have his name in their names over here down south, right? So the Paddhati is different, but the story is same. Okay. So we might be diverse in language, but we are one in heritage, right? So we celebrate that heritage and culture. So however you want to relate to him, whatever your Paddhati style may be, and even if you are atheist, agnostic, like I was in my life, I was an agnostic and atheist, right?
Okay.
But once I opened my eyes to it, once these things start revealing to me, then you cannot escape it. Okay. And once you can experience it like that, this film will bring that kind of a faith inside you. Not for religion, but faith in being a spirit and what your connection to the divine is.
Okay. Since it is very nice to talking to you, and I hope the film will get a big success. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Chennai Silks Saree Sale. Latest collections at unbelievable prices. Up to 50% offer or branded gifts. Srinagar, Velachery, Cropate and Thiruvallur.
Summer holidays vandachu. Namma GT Holidays vandachu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.